I was sitting down to record for Mayberry Dad on the same MacBook I've been using for years. And I noticed something as I was getting set up. In the files, there was this folder I hadn't thought about in a while. And they were old videos, like home movies from way back. So I opened one up. And it was the ABBA Money, Money, Money music video that we made. And I just sat there watching it. And it kind of hit me. I forgot how good this was and how much fun we were having. For a number of years, and we're talking when the kids were pretty young, I was working at home and I had some time because I was watching them too. And so we had this extra time once in a while, and I started making these little movies with them. Takeoffs on commercials, music videos, silly skits, nothing complicated. Just me with a camera, idea, and 4 kids willing to be in the movie. And we do them at home. Sometimes we do them outside. We do multiple takes. They were really good about that. And then I'd edit them and we'd watch them back the next day and just laugh. Not because they were polished, but because we made something together and we could see ourselves in it. But here's the thing I didn't realize until I sat down and watched those videos again. It was fun, but it was feeding me too. I'm a creative person. I'm a musician, and all of a sudden I had this whole other avenue to do what I loved. I could use music, I could use video, I could direct something. I was spending time with the kids, and to see it all come together, I mean, I loved editing. I loved watching people react to it. My kids were part of it, sure, but I was getting a lot out of it too. And that's when I noticed something about all 4 of them. All 4 of them, Jackson, Chloe, Brendan, Natalie, they all went into music and theater all through high school. They found music they loved, instruments they loved, they found creative outlets, they became creative people. And I don't think that happened because I taught them to be creative. It happened because it was natural to them first, and they watched their dad doing something he genuinely loved. And when I invited them into it, not as students, but as collaborators, as the ones who filled in the gaps and made it better than I could have alone, I mean, that was the magic. You're not directing a movie when you do this. You're conducting a life. You bring the structure, you bring the initial idea, but they bring the soul. They bring the thing you didn't write because they're the ones living it. And here's what I know now. Your kids are watching what happens when you come alive doing something you love. And if you invite them in, not to learn a lesson, but to just be a part of something that matters to you, that stays with them. That becomes part of who they are. So now I'm starting to think about putting those old videos we made out there on YouTube. You know, kind of like a Saturday morning cartoon sort of thing. Not cartoons, but, you know, our movies. And I'm not doing this because I think the videos are great. Not out to prove I was some great director, but because they're proof of something I want to say to you. If you want your kids to be creative, curious, engaged with life, let them see you being that way first. I do have 4 kids who I believe became creative people, not because I told them or taught them anything, but because they watched me come alive doing something I loved and they wanted in, and I brought them in. So go find the joy in your chaos today, and I'll see you next time.